Welcome back to Visually for this lovely new school year, and as some of you guys have probably noticed in your classroom, you have this lovely rectangular thing called a port replicator. This is going to be replacing the docking station this school year. So I'm going to go over some things about it, basic setup, what it is, and all that, so we're all ready to do this. If you feel like you may know more about this, just want to kind of set it up, and you just want to know where to plug things in at, if you go onto the shared drive and possibly also look in your email or on our Schoology page, if I got time to make that, you'll find a document called Port Replicator Projector Mounted. And we'll show you how to set it up and where all these things are. If you like a more guided approach, keep watching this video. So let's go over your Port Replicator. You have a few special things about this that you need to know before you really start hooking stuff up. So on the front, you have this lovely power button. This power button, what it primarily is used for is to turn your device on and off when it's hooked up. So when your device is hooked up to it, it functions just like the power button on your device. Depending on what your settings are for power, it could either put it to sleep or it can shut it down. Over on the other side, you have three different ports, exports, whatever you want to call them. One is an audio jack, so you can get information out to your speakers possibly that way. You can also hook it up directly to your device through that audio jack. Either one will work when they're hooked up properly. You have another USB-C input, export, whatever you want to call it. This can be used to charge certain things like your phone up if it does use that type of export. The other thing you have is a USB port on the front. On the side you have another USB-C port. This one is where you're going to plug in the special cord that should already be plugged into your port replicator that will connect to your device. What you're going to do with this and why you're going to do it over here, not on the front, this one here is meant specifically to help charge your device and also get the information out so it can project it to your monitor and or screen. So again, when you plug in this lovely USB-C cord and it's going to go to your device, please make sure it's hooked up right here. Hook it up in the front, you're going to have a bad time. And on the back you have a few special things. You have number one, this is where you're going to put your power cord. It should already be hooked up, but in case it ever doesn't, that's where it goes. You have three USBs. Two of these are recommended to be for your mouse and your keyboard. You can also use it for your Elmo if you choose to use your Elmo just for ImageMate using the USB wire that should be included with your Elmo. You have an Ethernet port. This is where you get your internet from the blue or colorful wire you probably have. And we have three exports. One is an HDMI export. Primarily we are not going to use this one, but it is an option for your device. The other two are display exports. Display exports, we know them more better as where we plug in the dongles. So primarily these are the two that you're going to use when you are projecting, get onto your monitor, whatever. Again, this one primarily we will not be using. So that is your basic introduction to the parts of the port replicator. Now let's kind of talk about how to set this bad boy up so you can project and do all that good stuff.